This is an example of an ex-student's existing solutions for a website that they were doing. What we have here is a screen capture of the website. Now the website itself doesn't relate to the student's job. It's just a website that she liked the look of and she thought had some interesting features. What she's done is broken it up and annotated the website. So she's talking about here how the layout makes it easy to navigate. She's talked about the use of colours, the positioning of the website, which is very important here. So they've used a specific technique to get that website centered. And a disadvantage here in that there should be a little bit more spread in the website in terms of spacing. She's talked about the positives and negatives in her grid here, but most importantly, she's talked about implications. Now, the implications are those decisions that you've made based on this research that will affect the development of your project. So in this case, she's going to center her website. Now, I probably would have put on there further research may be necessary in determining how to make sure that the website's centered based on the resolution of the screen, because with websites it's very important to make sure that your screen resolution is the same, your website is the same in different resolutions. She's also going to use contrasting colors to make it easy to read the text and view images. Create a navigation bar that looks good and is easy to use, and make sure that she organizes the page and makes it easier to understand. Now, these particular implications could have been linked a little bit more to the website, so we could link back to this scenario a little bit more and probably also look forward to the future in terms of specifically what needs to be done next in order to develop the project. Now, I would have also had here an icon that showed that this was a decision based on what you're going to do next for your project. This is another student's work that is looking at a website as well. Now, this was an amazing portfolio when it was done. Unfortunately, now there is also page limits on the folios. So this probably couldn't be done this way now. Now what he's done is actually taken different screenshots of different pages within the website and added comments on how the website actually worked. Now in terms of the comments, this is a really good feature because you can describe features of the website. For example, here you've got clouds that actually you can click and drag that give further interactivity to the website. Now, if you don't describe this, that just looks like pictures of clouds on the end of the website. So you can see here he's taken a number of different pages of the website and had notations on each page. Now, like I said, this was excellent when it was done, but unfortunately now there's page limits on websites. You couldn't afford 4 pages for one existing solution. What he has done really well here is talked about the positives and negatives of the website. So in this case, it's attractive with a great deal of user interactivity, extra options, extra features, different navigation systems, navigation within the page as well as between pages. He has talked about the negative, the fact that this is a large website with a lot of data on it, and therefore it takes longer to download. So interesting points that he has is that there's different types of navigation systems here, but also that you can full screen the website, so that allows for further interaction from the user. Now, what is the most important thing here is the reasons that he's given for what he's going to do next. Now, he's taken from this website, so as this website has many great features, I plan to apply some of these design features to my own website. So he's talked about the fact that he's specifically going to take something that looks like their navigation system and design some stuff around that, and also how they're focused on user interactivity. Now what he's done is taken stuff from the website and said how he's going to apply those into his actual website. Now in the design development, you should also then refer back to this website and say, this is where I got my idea from. Then I'm going to develop some designs around this specific idea. There is one, he's also mentioned the negative things that he doesn't plan to put into his project. The fact that there's lengthy loading times in order to run a website. So this student actually withdrew anything Flash-based out of his website, and there was very little media within his website in order to, specifically in order to reduce download times. It was still an excellent website because there was a reason why he did this. Now you need to remember that the reason why you do existing solutions is to take people's concepts, but not actually to take their whole concept or their whole project. Don't forget the majority of this project should be your idea. However, you can take things like the fact that this one here used good lighting, that there was a balance of images. You can use things like the composition of the thing, but your major work should not look like anybody else's work. You shouldn't be using templates or any other work that is not your own, because you get, not only do you get marks for your skill level, and you can't show skill level really using a template. The Board of Studies takes a very dim view, particularly with the All My Own Work program, of components that are created by other people. The main purpose of looking at existing solutions is to show that you have looked at other people's solutions and to take those ideas, but not all of the ideas, so to use them as inspiration. Now, there's no point in doing any research unless you've shown some sort of link to your project. So it's really important that the implications section here takes up the majority of your time, and your balance here is the important thing here is the implications.